Welcome back again. In this video we're gonna cover styling in React Native. In React Native we style our application using JavaScript. All React Native components accept prop named style. The styling is similar as web except names are written using camel case. Example, background color. There is two different ways to write style in React Native. The first is inline styles. We have already said this style in previous videos. We use it when we want to apply simple style to a component, but if our component grows in complexity, we use StyleSheet API provided by React Native Framework. This StyleSheet API helps us define server styles in one place using a React method, and we can use it from different places, unlike inline styles that we use it only in the component tag. Let's move to Visual Studio Code. We have here our React Native project. Inside this project we have a folder course. Inside this folder we have another folder number 7, which is the video of today. It's styling. Inside this styling we created a component named styles in React Native. This component return a view. Let's begin to create our text component inside that view component. Here, text. For example, hello world. Let's begin with the first type of styles in React Native, which is the inline style. Here let's create our prop named style. Here in our app we want to center this text component in center of screen, and also we want to change the background of screen. We have already done these styles in the previous videos. Let's create our flex. We give this flex 1, which take all available space on our screen. Here let's change the background color using background color. Let's give a color of sky, for example blue. What we have next, we have to center this text component inside the view. Here let's change the alignment center, align item center, the alignment, the center horizontal, and we want the center vertical, which is justify content. Here give center, and as you see our text component moved into the center of our screen. And this is how to write the inline style. We write it inside the component tag. And let's add another style to the text component, which is an inline style also. Style. Here let's change the size of our text. Here font size. Let's give it. Here let's change text to bold. Font. Save. As we see, our style of the text changed. We have here two inline styles. The first is inside the view component, and the second is inside the text component. Let's create the second type of styles in React Native, which is the StyleSheet API. Here let's create our constant styles that contain our StyleSheet API. Equal style it. This is the create method. That method contain an object. As a parameter of this method, we provide an object that contains the key value. The key value should be the name of our style. This key value is the name of the style. For example, here in our view, we have a style that have a background and align items in the center. Let's create a significative name, which is, for example, view style, for example. Here you can add any name of your theme. For me, I choose the view style, for example. Here let's add the value of our key. Here let's create our key values, which is the flex, for example, and the background color and align item. Here let's move our inline style inside our object view style, which is the name of our theme. Let's copy this. Let's sit inside our view style, save. As you see here, when we move our inline style to the StyleSheet API, the style of our view gone. Why? Because here in the props of the style we don't specify any styles. It's a empty style. Let's remove this object, and here we will add the styles of our view. We type the constant style which contain our view style, which is view style. Here let's type name of our constant. Let's click on view style, and after that let's save our change. As you see here, our style take effect from the StyleSheet API. Let's create also our StyleSheet API for the text component. It's simple, it's just the same thing. Just here you need to move after that this object, and here specify a name for the text styles. We will choose for example text style. It's the same thing. Cut this, paste inside the text style, save the change. As you see, our style for the text component is gone. Why? It's the same thing, because we have an style object is empty. We should to specify the path of our style, which is the constant style, and inside this constant style we have the text style, which is the style of our text. Let's create style. As you see, our style appear here, which is text style, the first. Let's save our change. As you see, our style is take effect, and this is our styles in React Native. As you notice here, our code is organized when we use the StyleSheet API, because the style is separated from the rendering function. As you see here, our StyleSheet API is organize our style and make the code readable, because we use our StyleSheet API instead of inline style. And it's recommended to use StyleSheet API instead of inline styles. Why should you use StyleSheet API instead of inline styles? There is a couple of reasons. It separates the inline style from the rendering function. This is our rendering function. It's the returned component. It's make the code organized. As you see here, our code is easier to understand. And also we use StyleSheet API to create in a separated global style that can be used across different components in our project. You need just to add export to the constant object like this to use this style global across our project. Just use export. Use it inside other component. Let's add another text component here inside our view. Here our text component object React Native. Save our change. As you see, our text is added below the hello world. Here, let's add a style to this text component. Here, text. Let's add a margin top of this text component. Margin top. Let's affect this style to our component. Here, the prop style that point to our StyleSheet API. Here the constant style, and here our style, which is the text to style. We need a Y. Save. As you see here, the margin is added between the hello world and welcome. And also we need to add a background. Example background color of our text component. Here gray, for example. Let's add a padding. We need a padding, for example, and we need also to change our text color. Here to white. Save. As you see, our style is affected too. Here we want also this text to be the same font size 20 and the font weight bold. Let's add this also. We need this. Save. Here, as you notice, there is duplicated styles between the first text and the second here, which is the font size and the font weight. And what we're gonna do to prevent this duplication of style, our code is duplicated. Let's create another key style here. For example, main style. And here inside our main style, we add the shared style between the first and the second, which is font size. Here, let's move this from here to here, and let's remove this. Here, text style is empty. Let's add some style bottom. And as you see here, our main style, which contain our font size and font weight, it's not applied to our text component. To apply this style to the first and second component, our prop give us a multi-style. Here the style prop give us the multi-styles options. So here in the first component, we will merge the main style and the text styles. And here we need to add our styles inside an array. Let's create the array. Here add the first style, which is the text style, and the main style. Here let's add the main style, simple styles. Here type main style and separate between the styles using comma. Save. And as you see here, our style of the first text component is changed. Let's affect also the multi-style to the second text component. It's the same. Add an array. Here inside this array, add the main style. Separate between comma. Add the second style. And as you see here, our style is shown into the second text component. As you notice that our styles are organized and prevent repeat of code. And as we said before, it's a repeated code between the two styles. We added a new style named main style and share it between the two components, which is the first text component and the second text. And here we have one more thing to explain. Let's change our font weight. We don't need bold, we need, for example, 400. Save. And as you see here, our style of the first component is changed to the font weight 400. Even if we have in the main style the font weight bold. Why this happen? Because if we merge the styles, the value from the last element in the array take effect. Where is here the value of the last element in the style? The value of the last element in the style, which is font weight. This is the last element in the merged style. Here let's change the order of the main style and the text style. For example, let's move this to the second in the array. Save. As you see here, the style of the text component is changed. Why? Because we changed the order of our merged style. That's it for the video of today, and see you in the next video.